Okay, so here we are in our smart real estate investment analysis, and we have covered all of these things here. And now we are looking at our comparative analysis. Now, the best way to do that is this is for when you are trying to compare 4 or 5 different investment opportunities. You can have 2, 3 as well. You can even compare 2 of them. That's no problem. But the easiest way to do that is if you basically do these analysis for 4 or 5 properties that you are going to compare, and then pull all that data together into one sheet and figure out what you're going to do with which one you're going to go with. So, and it also has a rating system, and I'll explain that how as we go along. So the first thing you have to do is comparative analysis. Click on link smart reha 1. So that is the first sheet that you want to compare. And if you know the name of the sheet, you can copy the name of the sheet and come here and click and paste it here and click search, and it'll show you the name of the sheet. If you don't know, you can still go in and search, because this just opens your own Google Drive for you to start linking these sheets on. So if you click select, and you'll see that in a second it'll put in the data, it'll start pulling in the data from all these sheets. And you are first in the first leg, what we are doing is we're just connecting the sheets. In the last leg, what we'll do is we'll update all the comparables. So let's just quickly connect all of them. So the next sheet that I've got is a sheet by the same name. Some of them are just duplicates because I did not do an analysis for all of them. So let's just call it number 2. Save. Okay, that didn't come up. Let me just copy that again. And search again. Okay, now that came up, so I selected that. I'll just copy the third name as well so that I can quickly link that up. And as you can see, that it'll start bringing in their addresses, whatever the addresses are, which one you're looking at, so that you know which one to go with. Because whatever addresses that when you were putting in over here, when you were starting the project and you added the address over here, that's the address is going to pull in, so that you know where each one is at. So then you've got link number 4. So let's click number 4. We'll get the name of the file, and I'll just quickly come in and paste this, search for it, comes up, select it, and it will bring in. And number 5, I'm going to click on it, select it, paste it, search it, select it, and there we go. And then for you to be able to quickly go into that sheet and then make changes or update settings or update metrics, whatever you want to do, you can. It gives you we add that link over there, so you can click on it and quickly open that sheet, and then it will allow you to change the numbers over there. So now that I've got all my 5 sheets connected over here, I can just go and click update comparables, and it will pull in all the data for your gross operating income, expenses, net operating income, interest costs, what you're paying for each one, loan balance, annual debt service, taxable income. It will start bringing in all that data for all those sheets. So we know that, like for example, I know that this one probably got duplicated. So I've got 309, 309. It looks like I've accidentally attached the same sheet. Does not matter. Let's say the last one that I want to attach here is this sheet that I'm working in. So because I've already done some calculations, I've got some data here, and that's the sheet I want to attach here. So easiest way to do that is just copy this name of the sheet that you've got here. See, ideally you would want to name them. You should have a proper naming structure. So if you are doing, if you're using 1 minute Fizo, start your thing with 1mf underscore and then put in the address. If you're using smart reha, which is this one, so I just put SREIA, and then I'll put the address with it. So whatever the address is, I'll just put in those details over there. So in this scenario, I'll just go back and we'll leave the name that we started off with. which was this, and I'll just copy this name, and I'll just replace this last one here, which is over here. So I'll just click on that, and when my Google Drive pops open, I'll just paste that address over here, click search, and select this one. So what it is going to do is pull in data from the sheet that we have here as well. So I'll just click on update comparables, and when I click on update comparables, you'll see that the last one here, it's already done that. So once you see that it's got 54,000 as your gross operating income for the first year, it will show that. Here's another thing that you need to understand, that is that when you are comparing these cash flows, it could be certain analysis would have been done in 2019, for example, and this one that we did was in 2020. That doesn't matter. What matters is that the cash flow in the first period, which is the first year, that is what we are comparing. So in the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, whatever those years are, we are going by that. So although some of the analysis that I did in 2019, they started off in 2019 and then went on to 2020, 21, and so on. It does not matter, but what matters is that in the first period, they got me this cash flow. So what I need to do is compare 54,000 with the cash flows that I've got here, and then I've got all these ratings for all these different properties that I like. So for example, here I could come in and go, my gross operating income this is 5. This is what I want to go with, and then all the other ones I can change the rating on them. So if I keep giving them a rating based on, let's say, gross operating income, I'm comparing each one of them for each of the time periods that I've got here, and I'm giving them a rating. So then I move on to expenses. What are the kind of expenses? What are my outgoings for each one of them? Okay, this isn't very good. This is 4, but this is the least one, or this is the one that I like. I can give it a rating over here. So let's say in this scenario, 5 is fine, 2 is fine, whatever. So I can keep giving rating to each of these metrics that I'm comparing for all 5 properties. So net operating income, I know, okay, this one's pretty good. This is 4, but this one's supposed to be 5, and this one's supposed to be 1, well, whatever it is. So I can look at these things and I can give it a rating based on how I look at them, how I compare them, what are the different factors that I've got in my mind, and what I've all the different metrics that I've calculated here. I can come in and give it a rating. Once I'm done giving them a rating based on the comparison of discounted cash flow or levered cash flow, or your taxable income, negative or positive, annual debt service, which is going to carry the most debt. So this is going to carry the most debt, so I'm going to give it maybe like a 3, and this one's going to carry the maximum debt for me, if that carrying that annual debt service is a criteria for me. You know what I mean? So if that thing is applicable to you, those are the things that you put in here, and then when you press update comparables, it'll update everything and tell you which is the one, which is the one that you have given the highest amount of rating over here. And once these highest amount of rating comes up, that's when all these values will change. So that is what you need to understand, and then make a informed decision. I hope you like this smart real estate investment analysis, and if you've got any feedback, there's a discussion section, and you can leave a comment there and I can get back to you on that, or you can fill out the section about the feedback and feature request, and I can get back to you that way as well. Thank you very much for watching Smart Real Estate Investment Analysis.